What is up, fantasy endgame community? Welcome, fam. We're here on Thursday night as we usually are, and we're here almost every night to draft with you. You can draft with us. That's part of what we do, right? We don't just like to talk at you. We talk with you. We don't just give advice. We want to draft with you. We want to include you in the process. So I know a lot of you are expecting to get on Sleeper, do a draft, or maybe it's an underdog draft, but as you know, we got a special announcement tonight, something a little different. So you know that we've hosted fantasy leagues before, right? We've done endgame leagues. This is going to be totally different this year. This is not only going to be a different platform. These are going to be leagues that are unlike anything you have played in before because we have helped design them. That's right. We are going to use an app called Draft Lane, which you may be familiar with, the Draft Lane app, and we are going to host fantasy leagues on Draft Lane. You see it in front of you. Here it is. We're going to walk you through it. We're going to do it with you, and we're going to draft tonight on Draft Lane. This is I can't believe this. It's here. Here we go, Chris. We're doing it.
We're doing it. Shout out to our developer Ali, who somehow got this done in time for the draft season. Amazing. So, yes, you guys, if you want, okay, I'm going to say this as well. I was kind of on the fence 50-50, like, okay, we're just going to show a league, do the draft, and then delete the league. But you know what? Forget that. You guys are here. You guys are supporting us. Let's go. This is the first endgame league of 2025 right here. Everybody who gets in the league is going to get into it with Pierre and myself competing for prizes at the end of the season. Yes, we're going to give away prizes. Can't give away money because that's illegal. But we're going to give away prizes at the end of the season to the winners of every single one of these leagues. They're absolutely free to enter because we need people playing to give us feedback to, figure out what doesn't work, what could be better, what could be improved on. So we need your help. So if you want to be a part of the first 2025 Fantasy Football Endgame draft on Draft Lane, which, by the way, yes, it's not just a regular fantasy league like you're used to. It's going to be, there's some stuff in here that makes fantasy football way more exciting. So what you're going to want to do right now while we create the league, if you want to play with us, go to your app store and download Draft Lane right now. Get the app, create an account. It's totally free, so you're ready to draft with us. If you already have the app from last year, what you're going to want to do is log out, update the app, and log back in.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are familiar with it, right? We've had Draft Lane, but it didn't have its own leagues. This is a first for us. Again, there are several platforms out there. There's some good ones, some not so good ones. We really want to make the one that we think is the one we would want to play on, right? If we had our way, I mean, we kind of dreamed this up, but if we can make fantasy football the most fun possible, take out the things that you don't like, because there are some things that are annoying. We talk about it all the time. Add some things that nobody else has. And I don't think this exists anywhere else, right? Some of these features.
No.
So we're going to show you. We're going to show you exactly how it is. We're going to walk you through how this works. You want to draft not only with us in one of these leagues, you can create your league on here. And like you had just said, Chris, we want you, the endgame community, the ones who are watching with us anyways this time of year, to be the first to actually be in a league. And I'll show you how to use it. You can start using it right away. So again, get to the App Store, get to the Play Store. Whether you have Android, iPhone, it's on there. Free download. Go to Draft Lane. If you don't already have it, if you do have it, make sure it's updated, right? This is the newest, the latest, the greatest version.
Right. Make sure, again, the step, if you already had Draft Lane last year, because I even made this mistake when we were today, and my developer's like, dude, I told you how to do it. You have to log out of your current Draft Lane app, close the app, kill the app, download the update, log back in. So if you're having problems, if you're seeing the old app from last year, log out, kill the app, go to the App Store, whatever your Google Play, whatever you use, get the updated version, log back in.
Exactly. So try that out. If you ever have an issue, try just restarting the app. So while you guys do that, let's go ahead and let's show you what it looks like. So once you have the app, and I'm showing you on my phone, I'll actually show you. So this is what you'll see, right? You got the home screen, and you'll have all these different features here. So if you go to this little menu here, top right, then it looks like this. So some of you might be wondering, okay, how do I get there? So on the little top right, and these are the features that we'll walk you through. We'll explain it today, how this works. Yeah, this is the stuff that the other platforms don't have. So today we're going to create a league. All right. What should we call the first ever Draft Lane draft?
I don't know. Endgame YouTube League.
All right. Endgame YouTube Inaugural. Is that too fancy?
Sure. Put it inaugural. Let's do it. Why not?
Nice and long. All right. Now, we'll start with this. You think, okay, league size, all this. Am I supposed to even show this? Do we show this now? We might as well. They're going to see it anyways.
Might as well.
Oh, yes. We have best ball.
Yes. So it's exactly the same, except you don't set a lineup. But everything else about fantasy, waivers, trades, all that still exists.
You want to put your league as a best ball league? We've got it. Didn't even think we were going to have that this year. We've got it. Right now, we'll do redraft. Okay, redraft league. We typically do 12, but look at your options. You want a nice, small, cozy 16 league. You can do that. You can do 8, 10, 12, or even 14. Let's go 12. Bench size, what do you think? We'll keep it at 5. That's the default.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
3, totally fine. Don't have to change all these. There are a lot of different features. I'm not going to read every single one of these to you out loud, but you can see some of them here. You can toggle this when you create your league, who the commissioner is. As far as IR options, we'll just leave that default. Playoffs. All right, let's do week 15. That's fine, right? And one thing we actually went back and forth about is, you're out of the playoffs. Yeah, you're not picking up those top free agents, those waiver wire picks in week 15, week 16 when you're not in the playoffs. Forget that. You're locked. Okay, but you can take that off if you want. All right, and then you do have, we got snake draft here. We're going to do August 7th. We're going to give you about 10 minutes to give you time to join once this is created. And so let's see, my time, I'm Central Time. So 7, what do we think, 25? That should be good, right?
Yeah. Well,
and then you got your options here.
Yeah,
we'll be fine. 60-second is your default. You want to do a 30-second draft. Nothing wrong with that. 90 seconds and 120. So you got some options there too. Okay, not going to mess with all this stuff right now. For this league, and what we're probably going to do for a lot of our free public leagues that we're going to have open, we're not going to do trades. Those for your private leagues, when you're creating leagues, of course, you're probably going to allow this, but you can do all sorts of options here. What do you think?
We can allow it in this one because we're going to be in this league. We can keep trades.
This is a real league. Now, we were going to mock, but now we're like, okay, real league. We got trades.
Yeah.
Trade deadline, we'll save it at week 10. You can even set a cap for trades per team, but we're not going to do that. All right, here we go. Now, here are the features. All right, you want to walk us through this?
Yeah, so we thought about what were some of the things that were not fun about fantasy, like your stud player gets hurt in the first quarter and your week's over before Sunday even starts and your whole Sunday's ruined. When you have those tough start decisions and you feel like you made the wrong one. So here we go. We got bonus points. So you can actually select a player kind of like similar if you played on FanDuel, like the captain on there. You can select one player, non-quarterback, who could be like the guy you think is going to go off this week, and you can see on there he'll actually get bonus points. Well, actually, we're looking at so you get bonus. Okay, so this is the other thing. Why is this at the top? All right, so you got NFL picks and league picks up at the top. So this isn't as exciting as okay. There we go. There's the boost.
Let's do this first.
All right, the boost power settings. So you pick a player, and however many points that player scores is going to get a boost. And you can see in your league, you can set the percentage boost. We also have the bust protection. So again, if a player gets hurt and you can see it says right there in the first half. So if you have a player that gets injured in the first half of the game, you can actually switch him out for a player on your bench who is either in the first half of their game or hasn't played yet. So injuries aren't going to kill your week anymore. Gives you that. And then we also have the swap player, which is right below that. Swap player. So again, your league can set, if you scroll down a little bit, there it is, swap player. So your league, that quarter you can swap. So let's say you were between two players. it's the first quarter, the player you started, you're like, I have a bad feeling he's not going to do well. You can swap him for somebody else who's also in the first quarter who hasn't started playing. So just gives you just a whole new dimension of strategy that no other fantasy football league has. And then, of course, at the top you saw there, you can actually score fantasy points by picking on the real NFL games, getting them right. You get points, getting them wrong, you lose games. So another way to enjoy football. And this is really cool. You can actually pick the league matchups. So who do you think is going to win the actual fantasy matchups? And if you get them all right, you get a win. So just other ways to, enjoy fantasy, make it unique, and, add some strategy to the game and keep you in the game longer. We think you're going to love it. And we'll show you after the draft. We'll show you some examples when we have our teams.
Exactly. And keep in mind, all of these options are optional. You're like, no one's going to use that, or we don't want it. You toggle it off. You take it off. And there you go. You don't have league picks, or you can turn it on, and then you can decide if you want a penalty. Make it hardcore mode, I guess you want to call it that. Or your gamers, hardcore mode. You actually get a penalty if you pick wrong, or you can just keep that option off. You can have a limit here, no limit. We try to make it as user friendly as possible. We thought the way that a fantasy football player would think, because that's what we are and that's what we've been for a long time, way too long. So this is it. This is what we thought the ideal fantasy football league would look like. So all these options, you can check them out, of course, in the app once you mess around with this. We're going to leave these options on, of course. This is the inaugural draft league. We've got to keep all these.
Got to keep all that.
All right. So once you get through here, and also, by the way, again, you'll play with this. If you see it, it does explain. I love that we put the descriptions here. If you're like, well, what does that mean? It says it right there. And then you can change what quarter can you swap, player. You can have it first quarter. You can wait till the second quarter, however long. All right. And then, of course, you can also change what kind of roster settings you want. I think for this one, we'll just keep it pretty standard. 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 3 receiver, 1 tight end, a flex. That's the default. We also added this in. You can set a cap, a max, because sometimes you play in a league with that guy who hoards 3 or 4 quarterbacks for absolutely no good reason. Yeah. If you don't want that to happen, you can actually set a max. Okay, 2 quarterbacks is fine. 3, overkill. All right, you can do that, or you can just set the max higher if you want. Same thing for all of these. And yes, if you're wondering, you can change the flex. We do have super flex as an option. Look at all the options, right? Quarterback, receiver, running back only. You can get tight end out of there. Chris insisted we have an option where you could have 0 tight ends, and we put that in. So you want to roll that way. And despite our objections, the defense is still an option. If you want to play with defense, go ahead. All right. Scoring type, I think we got to go PPR. But if you want to go standard, hey, standard's there, half. We'll go full PPR. And that is it. So now we're going to save it. And as it says there, once you actually draft, you can't go back and change these things, but we got some time for that. Oh. So we got to wait until draft time.
What? Oh, it's because you have the draft time. You have to change the draft time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because you have it set for the draft to start, and it's like, just make it later out. Wait, what day do you have the draft set for?
I hope I put today.
Okay, yeah. Today. Yeah, make it later. Make it later out.
All right, we'll just make it later out. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so I know there's probably a lot of questions. We'll get to the questions. We'll get to the comments and all that. But we want to show the league creation. We're going to make this league, and we're going to, of course, share this league too. Let's see. There, it's saved. Nice and saved. Okay, so let's do a little bit of that first. I'm going to get the link open here, and yes, we will share it with y'all. So
we are going to get you guys the code. One moment here.
All right. And
by the way, so Stinger, you're on Android. I wonder if it's Android.
a lot of y'all are already in the Discord, by the way. I want to mention too, if you have questions, if you have issues, anything, this is a new app, things happen. In the Discord channel, there's a DraftLane support.
Yeah, and I see actually our developer is actually in there answering questions right now, guys. I posted the link to the Discord server. So if you're having issues, go in there. I see our developer is in there answering questions for you guys right now.
Yeah. So the way it's going to work, and you're going to get the link just like we do, like on Sleeper, we post the link, click the link, you can join. It's going to happen that way too. When you create a league, you share the link and people can join, and that's it. It's super simple. Yeah, the link is going to come soon. So so make sure that you have the updated version, of course. Make sure you got the updated version of the app. You might want to uninstall it or, try logging out, logging back in. We'll give you guys, a couple minutes before we do drop that link. So hang tight. Adam's asking, do you need to be 18 or over?
You want to just, what's that? No, you don't have to be over 18.
No. And then, okay, there it is. You already posted the Discord link on here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I posted the Discord link again, guys. It sounds like those of you on Android might be having an issue right now, unfortunately. We do have an update coming out tonight, so hopefully that will get fixed on the update. But don't worry, this will not be the last draft we do.
All right, just the beginning. Okay.
So I'm going to post. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post the code. I don't think I can copy. I'm having trouble copying the actual link. Yeah, so I'm going to post the code. Hold on, is Ollie in here? Make sure Ollie's in here first.
Yeah, he's in the league. He is.
All right. So we got 9 spots left. I'm gonna post the code. No markets, phone only on your phone, only on mobile.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post the code right now. So you guys go to your home screen, click join league, and then put in this code. The first 9 that do it, get in. We'll give you guys time here.
I love it. Daniel's ready for whatever. He's like, I have Discord, I have Underdog, I have DraftLane open, I have everything open. He's like, I just want to draft.
I got everything. I'm ready. Whatever we do tonight.
All right. And again, guys, we wanted to do this with you here first because, of course, we want to give you first crack. And keep in mind, it's not a new app. I mean, the app has been around, but this is a new feature really for it, and so it's almost like it's brand new. It's a brand new feature we're rolling out, and so you might get some bugs here and there. And if that happens, tell us. We want to know. Like, we need to know. All right, so tell us in the DraftLane support channel there in Discord, because we want to make it better. That's the whole idea behind this. We make something that works for everybody. So let us know what it is. Details are good.
Actually, so now Ollie is saying, okay, here we go. I'm going to post a direct link now. All right, there's a direct link if you just want to click the link.
Okay.
And our developer is saying you do have to be 18 according to the App Store. So sorry, Adam.
Huh. That's
right,
that's weird. That must be like on the Android or on iPhone?
I don't know. He said on the App Store there.
A lot of times the stores have their own weird regulations. The link worked. I think the first one, maybe this one right here. I think this is the one where you can copy it into the app itself.
Right.
But this, if you do this one, this will just open the app. So maybe try that one.
We got 7 in right now. We got 5 spots going. We'll give you guys time to join. J Problem, draft lane is valid in every state.
Yes. No restrictions there because we're
No
not gambling.
restrictions. No restrictions. Michael, we scroll up a little bit. Michael, Tyler, I'm sorry, scroll up a little bit. Tyler, we got the link and we got the code up there. Scroll up a little bit. All right, we got 3 spots remaining here.
Yep. All right. Well, it's good that we're almost full. Yeah, guys, if it seems, yeah, maybe it is an Android thing. All right. Just let us know. Honestly, tell us. We want to know so that way, whatever it is, get it patched up. And the next time we draft, hopefully flawless.
Yes.
J
Problem, are you on Android or iPhone?
You know what? It's funny. I have to say this because Carl, he's like, yeah, and somebody just, one of my coworkers just yesterday, we were talking about this. I was Android forever. Like I basically refused to do Apple and Mac and all that. I just didn't want to because I'm like open source and fight the evil empire. Like I gave up last year. I think it was a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, because everybody in my family, my daughters and my wife, they all have iPhone, and they're like, your pictures don't go through. It doesn't work. I'm like, okay, fine. I was just tired of hearing. I was like, fine, I'll do it. I'll go Apple. And my laptop, I even got a Mac instead of I had Linux, if you can believe it or not. You know what?
Linux. Wow.
Yes, that's how hardcore I was. Like Android, I don't regret it. I'm glad I have Apple stuff because it always works.
Yeah, Android, unfortunately, we're having issues. Our developer is going to look into it. Hopefully, we get an update out tonight. Derek, it should work on iPhone. Again, if you're on iPhone and you had the app from last year, you need to log out, go to your app store, update the app, and log back in, and then it should work.
Yeah, Carl, I guess I did let them win, but I feel like I won because I finally have stuff that it works easier. So I know. I get it, but look, the Android version will get it working. Don't worry. Richard, scroll up a little bit. You could see the link. If you scroll up in the chat a little bit there, the post from Fancy Endgame, it says direct link. So if you click on that,
post it again here.
Yeah. No, Marcus, this is not going to be a paid one. These are free. And you know what? We're going to do a bunch of leagues, and they're all going to be free leagues. We want you guys just to try it out, to use it. And hopefully you like it enough, you use it, and you create your own leagues on it. So, yeah, we just want you guys to try it. Okay. Looks like we're getting it. Looks like
we're full, and you have to set the draft order now.
Okay.
So we are full. Yes, the sleeper dynasty leagues are still going. We're not going to get rid of the dynasty leagues. And look, maybe I'm sure Ollie's listening to this, and he's going to choke when I say this. Maybe in 2026, Draft Lane will support dynasty leagues. But for now, dynasty leagues will stay on sleeper.
I think we kind of have to. One thing at a time. Okay. So I can set the draft order here. Randomize. How about 3 times random? How about that?
All right.
1, 2, 3. All right. Saving the draft order. Should I show this off? I might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So let me just get back to it.
Looks like I got the 9 pick.
See, and I have to say, this whole mirroring thing, I'm not sure if it would have worked if I didn't have a Mac. But anyways,
true.
Maybe not go extreme the other way. All right. So you guys know what we're doing here. So once the draft is full, and we already have the basic settings here, the draft order, I just might as well show you. See, I already randomized it. You can drag and drop if you want, but all not going to do that. So saved it. You could always reset the draft if you need to. Something happens, you mess up, whatever. You can always do that. Waiver order. I'm not going to mess with that right now. All right, team. These are all commissioner actions. But right now, we just need to set the draft order. Okay. Oh, all right.
Just go back. Yeah, just you don't have to do that. Just X out of it. Just X out of it. Just go into the draft. Go back into the league.
Okay.
Well, all right. So everybody go in the draft room.
Everybody's there.
So click draft room, everybody. That'll take you into the draft room. So we got 6 minutes, and then we'll start the draft. All right. Remember, this is going to actually be a real league this year. We are going to play with you guys in this league this year.
Mm-hmm. You'll figure it out as it goes, but so up here, just to walk you through this, so this is kind of the draft order. These are the teams that are drafting. This is whoever's number 1, number 2, and it'll kind of slide over as the picks are made. I'm pretty sure you'll figure out this is your player pool. You can filter by position. You can search for a player by typing. Let's see. What's Christian Watson going to do this year? Christian Watson. There he is. All right.
There he is. He's in it.
All right.
Does this league have any punishments? No. I mean, just we'll post in the Discord that you finished dead last.
Yeah. One feature we're going to look to add eventually, I think this will probably be next season, is a queue. So you're not queuing players up, but you can search for players and you can, filter here. So just so you know. The most important thing that this is something that the others don't have, the other apps, is right up here, right? So
yes,
the live pilot. Let's talk about that live pilot. Some of you are familiar with this already from last year. If you're not familiar with it, this is also something that you're going to get on Draft Lane that you're not getting on the other apps. So we'll show you after it starts, but quick reminder, the draft pilot, it's going to be basically your guide on the side.
Yeah, and Mark asking what's the ADP here? It's our rankings. So these guys are sorted by our rankings. So it's not ADP because obviously there's no drafts going on. This is the first draft other than our test drafts. These are our rankings, which is what the live draft pilot uses as well. But it also looks at the league and who you've picked and says like, okay, it doesn't just give you our blind, like our top 6 ranked players. It says, okay, maybe it's time to draft a running back because you waited too long, or a wide receiver because this league is a 3 wide receiver league, or whatever it might be, or a QB or a tight end because you don't have one yet.
Exactly. So that's where it's kind of like the marriage between the rankings and the strategy, the general draft strategy, because a lot of people ask, when do I take my first, tight end? When do I draft the 3rd receiver? Should I take running back, receiver? All those questions, and there is no just easy answer, right? You shouldn't. We said this yesterday. We say this every day, right? You don't just go into the draft saying, I'm going to take this position in this round. I'm going to have this many receivers because you don't know how the draft's going to play out. But the live pilot knows who's been taken, knows who's available, knows who's on your roster, and it'll say, hey, it's round 6 and you only have like 1 receiver. You really should take a receiver now. And it'll suggest the top 3 receivers. But then it might also say, oh, by the way, did you notice this player fell? I won't say the number, but like this player's still on the board. Like this player should have been taken 20 picks ago and he's still there. You should probably take this player before he falls again. Like this is what we call a value pick, right? Just the value is too good to pass up. I think it even says something like that. All right.
Yeah. While we're waiting here, we got 2.5 more minutes for the draft start. Let's get this super chat in from Alexis. She wants to know who's the rookie to draft. Hampton, who just lost one of the best left tackles in football for the season. RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson, Travion Henderson, or Scatback Scattaboo. You're calling my boy a Scatback? Come on, Alexis.
Is getting Harvey in the 5th a mistake? No, I'm all over Harvey. Now I don't think that losing Slater means that Hampton drops 1 or 2 full rounds. I mean, we still have to be high on Hampton more than these guys.
I still think Hampton. I mean, obviously Genty's not a choice, so I think Hampton's still got to be the choice here.
Yeah,
but Scattaboo's not a Scatback. Just because the name has scat in it does not mean he's a Scatback.
Right. Yeah, Hampton is still first among those rookie RBs, but it's interesting the way you worded it. You say, who's the one to draft? Well, Hampton, you're still probably having to spend like a third round pick on. If you can get Harvey in the fifth, maybe that does work out better because you take a receiver in the third round instead. But it all depends on the way the draft plays out. So let's see how it goes here.
All right, 1 minute.
1 minute. All right. Any other pressing concerns or questions we need before the draft starts?
Billy asking Chuba or Swift.
Chuba or Swift?
I mean, I think I have to have Chuba higher, but I pretty much would rather just wait and grab Swift, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a little higher in Chuba, I think, than you are this year. I mean, yeah, you're probably taking Chuba at least a round or two before. But yeah, I think Chuba is a little bit safer of a pick. But if you want to wait and take Swift later, I think that's actually fine too.
And then Austin asking, what is the app? The app is Draft Lane. Go to your, well, apparently it's not working on Android, unfortunately. So hopefully you're on iPhone. Go to your app store, download Draft Lane. Young Money, yes, the draft is full. Sorry, we are starting in 20 seconds, but we'll be doing plenty of these.
Right. This is just the first. It's not the only. Don't worry. And we'll talk more about that. We'll let you guys know about the Draft Lane leagues that we're going to publish and host. Again, leagues, plural, a lot of leagues y'all can join. All right.
Here we go.
I hope everyone's ready.
All right. Wow, he was ready.
He was ready.
The instant chase pick. All right, Manny Fresh, you're on the clock.
All right. Now, while we're drafting, we got some time here. We'll talk about what it's going to look like. You'll see right there who just got picked. Last pick. I'll tell you the name of the player, and that player will disappear. So no Justin Jefferson at the 5 or the 6 for you today or anybody, not for me. It tells me now here.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, nice if you can get it. But you are next, and now I am on the clock. And I'm just gonna play it safe. We'll take CD.
All right. And why don't we really quickly show everybody the draft board, because I know a lot of people like to see that draft board.
All right. And so the live pilot we'll get to in a second. Right here. You see this, and you might wonder, what is this little thing if you haven't messed with it. If you click on it, there's the draft board. All right. And so if you want to go back and check, who do I have? Who does everybody else have? I forgot who was picked 2 picks ago. There it is. I'm trying to go real slow just to make sure I don't skip over anything. And you can see the entire board here. And so it even updates live as it goes. So on the clock, Mark, and there you go. Puka was just taken. So Chris, you are up.
Well, I'm grabbing my boy Nico here. Let's grab Nico.
Nice. All right. So I'm at the 5. I'm just kind of chilling and waiting. So I'm not too worried about the player pool because I kind of know who's going to be available. When it comes to me, I'm just going to watch the draft board here and let's see how the turn plays out. Put some color coding on it. Receivers are green. Running backs are blue. Quarterback, we'll find out. I don't remember what color it is.
And don't forget, guys, you see it scrolling down there. We have 50 leagues on that need to be filled right now. These are free leagues. You don't have to pay for them. They're free leagues. And again, the winner of each league at the end of the season is going to win a prize. So if you want to get in these leagues, if you weren't able to get in tonight, but you want to experience this, you want to try it out, you see it scrolling down there. Go to draftlane.com/play. Now, I know some people saying they're having issues. If you click the link, I think we need to fix it a little bit. It shows like an error screen, but then you can open the app. I think maybe we need to work on that so it doesn't, because I think people are clicking on it and seeing the error screen, because that's what I thought at first. I'm like, hey, it doesn't work. Or you can copy the link and go into your draft lane and just click join league and paste the link to get into the leagues. But we got 50 leagues that are going to run, plus, the whatever ones we do. So if you want to try it out this year, we'd appreciate it. Get on in there. All right, I'm back on. Oh man, you guys are going to let me start Nico Achan? Let's go. Dream start here. I guess I'm winning the prizes this year. I'm winning the prize this year.
I don't think that's allowed. Interesting. Both this has got to be an endgame league because CMC and Achan both lasted to round 2.
Which is weird because we haven't talked up CMC in a while. I mean, remember, I was talking up CMC a ton earlier in the offseason, but then he started becoming a second round pick.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Other thing. Now that's I guess you can call it a feature. It's your draft board. You expect that when you draft. Here's the one thing that you guys are probably familiar with, at least a lot of you, and this is something else, again, you don't get anywhere else, the live pilot. So I'm almost up. So you see right here, it says live pilot. It says you got to wait till it's your turn. I'm waiting. It's almost my turn.
Yeah, Jay, this is a redraft PPR, one QB, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex.
Okay, so it's my turn. I hit live pilot. Here it is, what I was mentioning before. It's going to tell you who you should take with the suggestions. And this says best available because it's the second round. I shouldn't care about position, right? So Taylor, Jacobs, Wilson, or you can go those other 3. Let me make sure I don't time out. Okay. Now, I don't have to do that. I can take whoever I want, but this is telling me, hey, these are our suggestions based on the algorithm we set, our rankings, the way we've got them. I picked CeeDee Lamb, so I'll take Jonathan Taylor. I'll just be boring and take the top of the list.
Why not? Right. And then Adam, yeah, I'm sorry, Adam. Apparently, you can't download the app unless you're 18 or over. So
it's weird. That's not a draft lane thing. That's an app store thing, I think, or Play Store.
That doesn't even really make sense, though. I don't even know how do they even I mean, I guess they can verify it somehow.
Well,
like I don't think draft lane doesn't verify your age.
yeah, that's what I say.
When you sign up for draft lane, it doesn't ask you for your date of birth or anything. So
no. You know what? Actually, I think that's a good point. It's worth mentioning too. It's easy. Obviously, our draft lane app is free. It's easy to sign up. It doesn't ask you for your personal information. We're not sharing your personal information, all that. We're not going to put you on a mailing list and all those things. I know you just kind of assume it's going to happen when you download any app. It's going to collect. We're not doing all that. We're not collecting anything. We just want you to have fun and play fantasy football.
Adam's saying he's already downloaded the app. Then you're set. Just create an account. You're good.
Oh, good.
Austin saying, does it sync with ESPN? Unfortunately, no. It syncs with Sleeper and Yahoo. And it's not because it's ESPN. ESPN does not have an API to allow you to sync with it. They want to keep that stuff all to themselves. So unfortunately, we cannot sync with ESPN, but it does sync with Sleeper and Yahoo.
Right, and you'll see that, and that includes the draft pilot, which I was just showing. This is a draft lane league. We're hosting on draft lane, but if you have a Sleeper draft that you're doing or a Yahoo draft, you can use live pilot for that as well. So ESPN, yeah, well, times have changed, but ESPN, if you're still playing on ESPN, it's fine. But you know what? I kind of think draft lane might turn out to be better than the ESPN app.
Yes, I think it might.
Well, honestly, I've heard. I don't know because we don't play fantasy on ESPN. Anyways, I saw, I guess, some memes and some things. Just a couple of days ago, I guess they updated their app and people don't like it. So, anyways,
I mean, yeah,
you play wherever you want.
But people generally don't like change.
True. But you don't have to play on those other platforms. You got a better one now. All right, so I'll show off the live pilot again. Now, keep in mind, this is only round 3, so I'm guessing it's not going to tell me, hey, you need a quarterback. Best available. Now, I could take Josh Allen because in our rankings, he is one of the best available, but it's going to tell me these are the top options. And you notice what it says there. If you don't like our top recommendations, here are some other players we like in this range. All right, so see what it says here. If I try to, you don't draft from the live pilot. This is just showing you the suggestions. So we're just going to go back. And then I just draft like I normally would. So let's just go Evans.
Nothing wrong with Evans there.
Nope. Let me get back to the draft board. Might be a little bit better. And one thing, in case you're wondering, by the way, I can't tilt it and go horizontal mode because the screen mirroring here, I'm only vertical. So you're gonna see this vertically, but you can scroll back and forth, no problem. It's pretty smooth. Oh, well, you know Ali, because he's been watching every video because he's been working with us. He took Chase Brown. I think we sold him on Chase Brown this year.
Yeah, but he also took Tyreek, so
yeah, that's all right. All right, Chris is on the clock.
All right, well, I'm kind of glad that Mark took Josh Allen there, because I was like, man, I might have to take Josh Allen here. See, real draft now. Can I pull the trigger on Terry? I'm holding out right now. And I'm getting nervous about Adams with Stafford.
Well, Brock Bowers still on the board too.
Yeah, this is good value for Bowers, but it's a 3 wide receiver league. All right, Terry. Get on the field soon, Terry. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, you can always take Jalen Lane in the last round just to handcuff him. Oh wait, it's not. Now, if this was best ball, then hey, you could do that. Now, keep in mind too, we talked best ball. We do have that best ball feature. It's not a big tournament. It's not like the underdog best ball tournaments. This is a real league, normal league. Everything's the same. It's just best ball scoring, so you don't have to worry about lineups. But it still has waivers and if you want trades and all that stuff.
Jay is saying you can get to the login screen, but no option to sign up. It should say down there like create an account. Again, make sure you have the latest version, Jay. And if you're on Android, I know Android's having issues right now.
Right. Working on it, but yeah, definitely. Again, glad you guys are commenting. If anything comes up, it's not working for you, tell us right here, right now. Want to fix it as soon as possible. So I say I mean Ali. I'm not fixing anything.
Right.
Big again. Shout out to our developer who made this.
Yeah, I definitely worry about Terry early in the season for sure.
Well, you can't stack with JD because he's gone. So I guess you're not all in on the Commanders.
Yeah, that's fine.
Interesting. Miguel might be all in on the Raiders. So you got Genty and Bowers.
Got to get Gino.
Yeah.
Other 50 leagues to join, Derek. You see it scrolling right there. You go to draftlane.com/play, and you'll see all the leagues there. We have leagues starting like in a couple weeks and running all the way up until the start of the season.
Yeah, that's right. Well, all right. Well, you're on the clock now.
Oh, that's me on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, I can't pass on Kenneth Walker.
Let's talk a little bit about the leagues since we got time. We're in the middle of this draft. So we're opening up a lot of leagues here for you guys to join. You can join more than one. Join as many as you like, as long as you actually show up and draft and, stay active. We don't want dead teams. Nobody likes that. That's not fun. We try to make these fun. That's the whole point. We're trying to eliminate and reduce all the frustrating things of fantasy football, add some more fun features to it, just make it the way you would want. But nobody likes leagues with inactive owners. So join leagues, just make sure you show up at the draft time, draft, and then proceed as usual. These are free leagues. They're open. We're going to open them up, not just people watching here and, on the Discord, but anybody can join. So get a chance to compete against some new people. Oh, it's almost.
You can also join more than one if you want. We got 50, so feel free to join more if you want.
Yeah, you can join as many as you want. Just make sure you actually show up. Let's see. Okay, live pilot. Because I haven't been paying attention because I've been talking and showing, so I don't know what I need. Still best available, but got Trey McBride first. I might do that. I might. Other options. Well, there's Chuba. I don't know if Chuba will make it to me on the way back, but do I just wait around and go for Swift or somebody? I could do that. Man, I don't know. Do I go tight end? I don't usually go tight end this early. You know what? I think he's a value. I think he is the best pick. Let's do it.
He's definitely a value.
Yeah. I couldn't. That's what I'm talking about, right? You can't just say, well, it's a tight end. I don't want to. He's the best player out there. Let's take him. All right, so I can see who else has got what going on. So right there, Rob's got 3 receivers and a running back. There goes Burrow, round 4. Okay. Oh, he's going with T. Higgins there. Also, about the draft lane leagues that we have open, 50 leagues. Some are redraft, some are best ball, right?
Yep.
Some are just regular plain old redraft leagues, and some are going to be best ball scoring. But like I said, there's still normal leagues in the sense that you still do have waivers, and you could have normally you could have trades. We're not doing trades for any of these leagues though, because these are public leagues, and we're not going to have like a commissioner per se running it, and we don't want to get in all that. So normally these leagues all offer trades, but for these public leagues, there's not going to be trades. And we have some 8-teamers, we have some 10-teamers, and we have some 12-teamers. So you can choose the size too if you want more or less in terms of competition. Let's see. Everything else is pretty standard across them. We try to standardize them. I'm pretty sure they're all PPR. Speaking of, no standard scoring leagues.
Yeah, they're all exactly the same, except for the only difference is best ball or redraft. The majority of them are redraft. And then of course the day that and the time they draft, that's the differences. But other than that, they're the same. And the league sizes. Try to change, had some 8-teamers, some 10-teamers, some 12-teamers.
All right. So since I didn't take a receiver, I got a running back and I got a tight end already. So it's saying, you know what, this is a full PPR league. It's a 3-receiver league. You got a flex and full PPR. You probably should take a receiver. It says we strongly suggest. It doesn't say you have to. It doesn't say that, you're a fool if you don't take a receiver. You don't have to take it. This is our suggestion. This is what we would do. If you don't like that, okay, you know what? Take Chuba. If you really want another tight end, flex him. Okay, go ahead. Go Kittle. I'm not going to do that, but you always have the options here. But you know how I have to take. I have to take my boy. This is the real league. I'm going to go for it. I'm going for my boy, RJ Harvey.
I mean, this is a real league. Get your guys. Get your guys. Yeah. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, Jay, we'll probably have some promo codes like for the live draft pilot. And of course, during the season, we'll probably have some promo codes so you guys can ask your questions. Because remember, during the season, if you have sleeper or Yahoo leagues, you can ask us your fantasy football questions like start, sit, waiver, trades, and we can actually see your league, see your rosters, see who's available on waivers, help you out with all that. So yeah, we'll run some promos for sure.
Oh yeah, and everything else, that Draft Lane, the app, the previous app that has already been around. Everything that was already on there, it's still on there. This is just something else, right? You still have the option to ask those questions, right? To reach out about waiver wire and trades. It's all still there, but now also you can actually make your fantasy leagues on here, which it still sounds, it's kind of like surreal to say that, but here we are.
Oh, man. So live pilot, yes, this strongly suggests wide receiver. I really like Travion Henderson here, but I already got Walker and Achan. I've only got, need a wide receiver. We got to go Jacoby. I like Jacoby.
Right. Now, and again, the choice is always yours, but it's telling you, look, I know you like Travion Henderson a lot this year, Chris, but are you going to flex a rookie running back in a full PPR 3-receiver league, or should you take the best receiver there and then just wait? It knows what it's doing because you're the one.
Mark, the way to check your current team is to go to the draft board and just scroll over to your team.
Yeah, exactly what we're doing
here. Click the little grid at the top right next to Draft Pilot up there, and then just scroll over to your team, and you can see you've drafted so far.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I forget, I'm busy doing other things.
You've got AJ Brown, Josh Allen, James Cook, George Kittle. You got a pretty good team there. Pretty good team.
Oh, yeah, let me see.
No, Mark, one more. Puka, AJ Brown, Josh Allen, James Cook, George Kittle. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Assuming James Cook decides to play this year. I'm sure he will. Yeah, so if you ever forget, you just want to check because I'm like, okay, I'm checking out everyone else's team, or I'm busy doing whatever. I'm searching for players. I'm talking on the side. Okay, here we go. So I need a receiver. I got 2 receivers. I got 2 running backs, and I got a tight end. So I love my start, but I definitely should go receiver here. But I'm curious what the live pilot's going to suggest.
Manny asking his way to see the format while drafting. Yes, if you click the little X to go out of the draft and go big, you click the little hamburger looking things, you'll see the wheel for settings. You can see all the settings right there. Hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, that's a good point too. I'm not going to do it because I want to show you guys the draft board and stay in the draft because I'm commissioning it. But you can exit the draft, a little X in the top left there, and you can go back in while it's live. Like it won't break it. Yep. If you leave, and it's still going to know that you're in there. So you can do that. You can go check things out. We've tested it a lot. Works pretty solidly. And there we go. I was waiting for this, and we were waiting for this too. We remember David Montgomery, the Monty issue. He fits. It fits like a glove.
Yeah, when we tested it, David Montgomery's name was too long.
Got it. Nailed it. Why did you have to take Pearsall?
Very happy to get Pearsall as my flex.
All right. That's okay. There's always another plan B. All right. 2 more picks until my turn, so I'm gonna get ready. I got to start looking at the player pool here. So I'm pretty sure I should take a receiver. Pretty sure I should have taken another receiver earlier, but oh well. I got Trey McBride. Just gonna keep telling myself that. Now, also keep in mind right now, these are the way these players are ordered. We're going to update rankings pretty consistently as the preseason goes on. So you'll see some changes, some adjustments. A guy gets hurt, we're going to move him down, vice versa. A guy wins a starting job or something. So, but again, this is just the way it's ordered. Don't forget to scroll around and check and look at all the player pool here. This is a tough one. Okay, so a lot of injured receivers here, or / suspended. Okay,
or just guys you don't love, but I mean,
Okay, so smartly
Right
it
up
does
there.
say you should take a receiver. Yeah, and it does have this order. I don't love DK, but is he the best? Well, should I just go DK and just?
I mean, I guess he's with everybody on the board. I guess. I mean, at this point, what are we in? What round are we in?
Oh, I
6,
mean,
7?
Addison gonna miss a couple games, but Jennings, Godwin. Do I really want Diggs? This is why I don't draft tight end early. Why didn't you tell me not to do that? Oh, DK Metcalf, really? Am I gonna do it? Oh man, all right.
There it is, DK. I mean, look, he should be fine here. Come on, he's
We'll do something.
6th round DK Metcalf. That feels okay. That feels okay.
It's okay.
He's your wide receiver 3. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, my real wide receiver 2 is Trey McBride. That's it.
Michael asking, do you think Lamar's worth taking at the round 2-3 turn with the first overall pick? Find a QB late.
I mean, we typically don't. I don't. I don't.
If it's a 10-team shallow league where you just start 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 QB, I'm okay with it. Yeah, there's gonna be really good players in round 4, in round 5, in round 6. There's gonna be really good players still that you can still get. 12-team, 14-team, you take that quarterback early, man, there's not a lot left when it comes back to you in round 4, 5, 6, and then if something happens to Lamar, he gets hurt, you're dead in the water. You know what I mean? You're dead in the water because the rest of your team isn't strong because you took Lamar. So deeper leagues, deeper formats, I would say no, but in shallower formats, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's easier in a shallower format. Again, it depends on the league size. Also, like starting lineup. Like I said, this league we're in starts 3 receivers. If your league only starts 2 receivers, okay, getting that second, third receiver doesn't matter as much, and so you can take a quarterback or a tight end earlier. So, yeah, that's the only reason I'm kind of sort of regretting. All right, I went tight end early. That means because DK Metcalf is a starter, like a weekly starter for me right now. So, that's it. So it always depends. And somebody is hammering the wide receiver. No wonder there's no good wide receivers left. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hero RB.
Man.
Hero RB.
Hero RB to the max. Okay. Let's see. My turn. Still says I should take a receiver, and it's correct. I still need a receiver. You know what? I guess I'm in on Diggs. I actually sort of considered Diggs last round instead of Metcalf, and here we go. So I feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, getting Diggs there is pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, and this happens, by the way. I'm actually glad this happens. Once in a while, if you see a little error, you just try it again, and usually it'll work. So just might have to click twice or 3 times. That's it. So don't freak out if you see a little error or something like, oh, your league didn't show. There's actually a try again button on, I think, the homepage, right? It says try again. Just click that.
Yeah.
So don't sweat. All right. Well, it's interesting. We got a team here right before Ali is going 3 running backs. It's now got his 3rd receiver. So always interesting. Always fun to see the different strategies.
Yep. I'm glad I have 4 wide receivers, but I kind of wish I had 5 wide receivers. Now looking at the wide receivers on the board.
Yeah, but you're pretty solid there, and you know that for your team, if you were not already good at receiver with your flex and all that, then you would regret it. But you did go your 2nd running back fairly early for you.
Yeah, Achane, Kenneth Walker, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
Of course, if Terry holds out, then maybe you guys are back in it here. All right, so the live pilot just says best available. I don't really feel like taking a tight end this early. I don't really feel like I need a QB this early. All right, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. I like Pittman. I think Pittman's good value here. I think Pittman as my wide receiver 5 is good.
Yeah, no complaints there. I saw, of course, we take everything with a grain of salt training camp, but AD Mitchell apparently is showing out. A lot of people are high on Josh Downs, but I still got to think Pittman's the number 1 receiver there when healthy.
Yes. And it sounds like, yeah, AD Mitchell is showing out, but it sounds like he's still behind even Alec Pierce.
Yeah, can't forget Alec Pierce. That's, I think, what really makes the whole quarterback fiasco, whatever you want to call it in Indy, kind of annoying, is that they have really good potential to be a really good offense. They have good receivers, like talented receivers. They have one of the best running backs in football. They have an offensive-minded coach. It's like you could do so much if you only had a quarterback. Maybe next year.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson already injured. I guess we're looking at Daniel Jones. I did some because it was sounding more and more like Anthony Richardson was going to be the starter. But I did have some mini schnauzers where it was like getting late in the draft, and I had like back-to-back picks. And I needed a quarterback and one more wide receiver, and I have a couple where I took Anthony Richardson and Alec Pierce to stack them. Those aren't looking too good right now.
No, not giving you the warm fuzzies. Hey, if you're in a super flex league, especially if you're doing those tournaments like on UD, I'm not ashamed to admit, I've got a couple of Spencer Rattlers, a Shitter Sanders, a Jimmy Garoppolo, guys like that. So, you know what? No shame taking Anthony Richardson there.
Spencer Rattler sounds like he's going to be this QB1 for the Saints. Just brutal.
Yeah, I was never buying the Tyler Shuck hype. No.
I think the Tyler Shuck hype was just more like we just don't want it to be Spencer Rattler or Jake Hayner.
Yeah, it was.
Just give us somebody else. Like let's just we already know that those guys are terrible. Let's just see if Tyler Shuck can maybe do something.
Yeah, it's like I should say it wasn't hype. It was hope. It was like, man, I hope this guy isn't as bad as those, and apparently he is. Right. So they say
he's worse.
He's worse. They say he's been like Captain Checkdown in training camp. It's training camp, and then like he looks around and he just dumps it off to the running back. Like, okay,
just you're gonna take Sam Laporta there if he fell to me.
So you got 5 receivers and 2 running backs. You could kind of go any direction. What is it suggesting? Is it telling you best available?
It actually is suggesting a running back.
Okay, because you only have 2. Who is even available? There you go. Gotta get you guys. That's exactly it. Get you guys. Which now reminds me, has Tyrone Tracy been taken? No, he has not. Okay.
Well, you just now there's no chance you're getting Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. Let's see what Mark does. Nope, Mark went downs. Let's see if Ali. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to take him. Let's see. It might suggest something else. I'm pretty balanced. I got 2, 4, 1. I don't think there's any value at quarterback right now. I'll probably just wait. What do y'all, which by the way, after we're done with the draft, we're doing this up, right? Not just a mock. This is going to go with a full 8. Stick around, even if you're not in the draft. If you're just watching and checking out, make sure you stick around till after the draft. We're going to show you some of the other features on here. This isn't it, right? See, you were right. And you know what? Who it was? It was Ali. Thank you, Ali. Taking. That's okay. All right, I'm on the. Well, I'm on deck. Okay, let's see.
This is 4-point passing touchdown, J Pro. 4-point passing touchdown.
All right. Let's see what the pilot says. It's my turn. Oh, interesting. So it's actually saying, hey, look, with what's on the board, you should just go another receiver. So I shouldn't even take a running back. All right.
Well, the wide receivers are getting ugly, though.
Yeah. Well, that's why. It's like, hey, don't wait too long. Okay. Don't want, not healthy, not healthy. No, I don't have to do that. I could go running back.
Right.
Quarterback. Baker? Well, Baker's still out there? I thought he was taken already.
Nope, still out there.
Do I go quarterback early? No, I don't. It feels too early for Tillman. Sorry. I know we got to rank a little higher. I still feel like it's too early.
You got 9 seconds.
I hate it. No, I don't hate it. I'll just do it. I'm okay with B-Rob. Yeah, none of those receivers, just don't inspire me.
Yeah, we're at that point of the draft where you don't want to need a wide receiver here.
No. So I didn't take Baker. There goes Baker. That's okay. I could have taken him, but nah.
Yeah, Baker, good value there.
But again, we keep talking about this. Is there a huge gap between Baker and any of these quarterbacks? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think huge, not even really much of a gap. I could take Kyler Murray to pair with Trey McBride, but that it goes against my principles.
Oh, I would love to take Kyler Murray.
No, like taking the Steelers wide receiver 1 is bad enough. Taking Kyler Murray, like that's it. This would be like unrecognizable. Yeah, I guess somebody must have already taken Higgins, huh, from Houston.
Yep, Jay Higgins went. I think who got him? I think Miguel took him. Yeah, Miguel took him with the 12.
Okay. There you go. Easy to see. He's green.
And Miguel rocking a very dicey wide receiver room over there. Drake London, McMillan. I like both those guys, but Waddle, Hollywood, Higgins. Wide receivers, it's an end game draft. It's a 3 wide receiver draft. They went off early and often.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that we saw just in round 1. Value. Just round 1 already was receiver heavy. Okay.
I was kind of hoping Andrews would make it to me. He was looking like good value. It's a good pick.
Just like that. All right. Guessing it's still going to suggest a receiver. Yes.
Yes, it's going to really need a wide receiver. Like, dude, I told you last pick.
Burden or Tillman? Tillman or Burden? Well, no risk it, no biscuit. Here we go. Luther Burden.
There you go. At least he's got some upside. Yeah, receivers flew off the board in this draft for sure.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem too, because I took Harvey in my second running back, already there in round 5, instead of going. I think I could have taken Pickens. I could have taken like a Jacoby, something like that. But then look at the running backs. I would have come back to me. I guess I could have been okay with like Pollard, but
yeah, that's the thing. I feel like when you look at fantasy drafts, like there's good running backs like the first 3 to 4 rounds, and then you have this zone where it's like the wide receivers are starting to dry up. And then when you get towards like the later rounds, it's like the wide receivers are gone, but there's running backs I like. You know what I mean? Like there's guys I can get later in the draft that I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this guy.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Whereas the wide receivers, you're staring at like Cedric Tillman, guys like that. And it's like, yeah, they're okay, I guess. All right, what does a pilot say? Pilot says suggests a QB. I don't think I need to take a QB yet. I almost kind of want to do, let's see. I got Nico Terry. I got 5 receivers. I got 3 running backs.
Still don't have a tight end either.
Actually, what about the people behind me? Only Miguel doesn't have a QB.
Yeah, but he's listening.
Yeah, but there's a lot of QBs on the board right now that I would be happy with.
Yeah. I don't think
there's one. My QB on the way back.
I also I think worth pointing out, because this is an endgame league. I mean, these are our viewers, and the way we draft may not be the same way that everyone else drafts. And I think in a lot of leagues, people will go quarterback earlier than what ours do, right? People probably draft tight ends a little bit earlier too. So when it's suggested, we're like, oh, no, I can wait. In your draft, you might not be able to wait. And so that's why I will say, hey, these quarterbacks are off the board and you might want to get one now. So every league is unique. That's why we try to design it so that way it just made most sense for most leagues and according to where we thought the value was. All right, on the turn here. Anything else, by the way, if you guys have? Oh,
that's fine.
Well, backup quarterback. See, there you go. Anybody else got any feedback? If you're having any issues with the draft lane, make sure you put it in the draft lane support Discord channel. But also, what do you think? I mean, tell us what you like about it.
Right.
Because trying to make this the best possible, make it for you, the users. And we haven't even shown you the best part yet. And we've talked about it, but you'll see it after we finish the draft. So hang on and we'll walk you through those again. All right. A few more rounds here. Miguel at the turn. I wonder if he was waiting if he was going to take Kyler.
I don't know. Jordan Mason like that.
What do we have? 4? Looks like 4 rounds left. Is that right?
Yep. Okay. Almost there.
All right. Anybody who is maybe just joining midway or don't know, this is Draft Lane. It's the same app that we've been using since last year, but now much better. I'd say even better. Much better. We host fantasy leagues on Draft Lane. This is where you want to try to create your fantasy leagues. We're going to have a ton of leagues. Again, as soon as we're done here, we'll talk about it, but jump in there. I mean, you don't even have to wait. Make sure you have the Draft Lane app downloaded. It's a free download. And if you go to the site there, draftlane.com/play, you'll see links for a whole bunch of leagues that you can join for free. Jump in there, join a league, draft, and play for free. You get a chance to win some prizes at the end too. Try it out. We just want you guys to try it and let us know what you think.
Yeah, we know about the Android issue. Sorry about that. Hopefully we will get that. I know developers planning on doing an update tonight. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. Well, I got to take, man, I passed on Dobbin like 2 rounds in a row, but I got to get my boy Fields here.
Oh, so Dobbin's still out there, huh?
Still out there.
Well, I'm not taking him because
he's not there anymore.
Just took him, but even besides that, I wasn't going to take him because I already got RG Harvey. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm surprised. All right, Justin Fields
not out there anymore.
Justin Fields totally fine.
How I feel about Fields.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say any names because I know whoever I say, Ali's going to snipe him from me. What do I need? I wonder. So I got 3 running backs. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers. I got my tight end. I don't know who doesn't have a quarterback. Let's see. Well, Miguel still doesn't have a
quarterback. Looks like team 2 and team 4, or team 3 and team 5.
Yeah, two teams beside me. So I guess we'll only see who's available. All right, I'm on deck. So a quarterback.
There are QBs out there.
But a couple people have taken backup quarterbacks, so I can't just assume I'll get one of these top 3 quarterbacks, right?
People do take QBs.
Okay, so it's telling me, hey, you should probably take a QB.
Time for a QB.
Time for a QB, and also, man, see, Tank would have been my pick, but okay, fine. You just solidified it. I'll take Purdy and be happy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Purdy. Purdy should be great.
I'll look, okay, if Purdy wasn't there, or let's say I waited and on the way back I needed a quarterback, and this was the quarterback room, yeah, I probably would take Caleb Williams. I don't know. Despite everything I've said and that logically I think, I still kind of have that nervous kind of gut feeling like, what if Caleb Williams isn't actually good and flops,
Well, he wouldn't be the first.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So, yeah, running back. Oh, man. Did somebody just take Ray Davis?
No.
Wow.
Oh, they did.
They did.
Ray Davis.
I thought I was going to get him on the way back. I guess I'm not. I mean, I've got way too much Ray Davis. Well, maybe not enough. Who knows? I got a ton of Ray Davis and underdog best ball. Redraft is different, but I mean, this really could, right? If something happens with Cook as far as just continuing to hold out or getting injured because he didn't have training camp. I mean, that could be a league-winning pick. Easy.
Definitely. Ray Davis certainly could. If James Cook was out of the picture, for sure. Jay asking, is the algorithm based on roster construction? Yes, but it doesn't factor in stacks because it's made for redraft leagues, and stacking, while is okay in redraft leagues, it's not as important as like best ball. So it's not going to try to force a stack for you or anything.
No.
But it definitely is going to look at roster construction and is going to say, hey, it's a 3 wide receiver league. It's round 6 and you only have 2 wide receivers. You probably should draft a wide receiver now. I'm just using that example. I don't remember the exact, but we have a lot of logic in there. Looks at your team, your scoring, your roster requirements, your league, all that stuff. And then that's what it thinks.
Yeah, and I do think it's worth noting the algorithm here. We talk about the logic that's put into it. It's not just some kind of formula like an AI thing. It's not something. It's logic from 2 guys who've been playing fantasy football for decades and know exactly how drafts go. That's what it is. All right, this isn't just some formula that the computer decide on. Like, we decided this. We use just common sense and knowledge and experience. So it's not just something that's going to tell you something crazy. At least I hope not.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
I hope it doesn't. No, but it shouldn't. I haven't seen the crazy yet. Okay, so now it's time to go to receiver. Bateman Mims. I don't know. I don't love any of those individual players. I'm gonna take actually another running back instead. I mean, can I really pass up on the guy that I just said could break fantasy football? I probably shouldn't.
Although he did get hurt today, but I don't know if it's serious.
What?
It doesn't sound like it's serious.
All right, whatever. It's my what is it? Let me see. Fourth running back. It's my fourth running back.
See if there's an update on him.
Now I would have taken Tank Bigsby last round, but didn't happen.
So he left, but he came back out on the field. He's walking. He doesn't seem to be limping or anything. So I think he'll be fine.
All right, good. He better be.
Which is annoying because he was having another great day at camp today, apparently.
Yeah. Look, I already know week 1, it's going to be on the top of the depth chart, and then, starting, you want to call it Javonte Williams. Come on. How long is that going to last? Let's be real. I don't think it's
not very long.
Not
long. You're good, Jay. And that's the thing. Somebody else, I think it was Carl, mentioned the depth chart. RJ Harvey, 5th on the depth chart. They always do that with rookies. They always put rookies on the bottom of the depth chart out of respect for the vets.
But also out of it's really, and that, I mean, 5th, seriously, they even have 4 running backs running. That's more like, hey, rookie, know your place. You got to earn your stripes. You got to whatever.
Right.
Come on. It's a veteran coach move is what it is. I saw this. I was surprised because this wasn't from one of those accounts that just posts, a bunch of crap and just rumors. I think it was Scott Barrett who posted it. I don't know where he got it from, but I doubt he would have just made this up out of thin air. Something about the Cowboys inquiring about James Cook. I don't see it happening. Do you think that's possible?
I mean, is it possible? Sure.
Is it realistically
possible?
You don't think nothing to it?
All right.
I mean, I don't expect anything to happen, but I just thought it was interesting because I thought it was one of those hack accounts. And
I feel like Najee. It's too late. It's like Najee shouldn't still be on the board here. Maybe I'm too high on Braylon Allen. I'm going Braylon Allen.
I'm high on Braylon Allen too. He's gonna get run. Some run at least. Breece Hall's had some injuries here and there. I mean, he could definitely miss time, and Braylon Allen won't be the only guy out there if so, but he definitely could get some serious carries. Oh, well, there goes Najee.
Yeah, I mean, that's good value on Najee.
Yeah.
He was out there the other day. I mean, yeah, he can only, but he had a helmet on, so it's like, okay, his eye can't be, if he could put a helmet on, it's not like with where his eye popping out or something. And
hopefully not.
He was walking because, of course, it's like your eyes got to get used to sunlight and stuff again. So I don't know. I think Najee probably becoming a good value now.
Yeah. He'll be out there eventually. Man, that Slater, the injury, that could be brutal. I mean, their best offensive lineman, I think one of the better tackles. I mean, that's not going to be an easy fix there.
No, but I mean, I guess the only good news is it's so early still that they can, it's not like losing them in week 3 or week 4 where you have to okay, next man up and off. You know what I mean? At least they have time. But yeah, you can't really replace Slater. Can't replace Slater.
No, but that's true. They can go out and see, is there a free agent still out there, a veteran that even if, not worthy of starting, could be a solid backup, mentor, etc. So speaking of the Chargers, there's Keenan Allen. Charger again. But I don't think you're not too worried that this affects Ladd McConkey in any way.
Nah.
Interesting though. Still, Trey
Ladd
Harris
starts falling to like the third round. I'm gonna have so much Ladd.
Well, yeah. Trey Harris still got drafted ahead of him, 2 rounds ahead of him.
Yeah, I think I probably have to move Keenan over Trey Harris now, though.
I've just got to think he will see more targets.
Man, I like Leggett here. I like Dobbs. Oh, man. Leggett, Dobbs, Leggett. Leggett, Dobbs, Leggett. Agonizing over my final pick. All right, let's go for the upside of Leggett.
Nice.
What about
I like Leggett. Like that Carolina offense could be surprisingly good this year.
Yeah, and you should be able to move around the formation more now. Really asking, can Waddle bounce back? I mean, I don't even know what a bounce back from what, like 3 years ago. He should bounce back.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know deal is last year. I think again it was more just the offense overall just was less efficient. They just didn't throw the deep ball as much. They were just playing conservative. Honestly, I really feel like the entire season, the entire game plan was just try to keep Tua upright. That was it. Like they basically called plays to make sure he didn't get hit. That's all it was.
But is that gonna change this year?
I think it's got to, just because look, if they don't do something different, Mike McDaniel's not going to have his job much longer. Like they've got to do something different.
Yeah, we'll see. And then enemy of credulity. I don't know how you pronounce it. Rashawn Slater. Yep, already done for the season, man. Brutal blow for that for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Zero QB. I would not recommend zero QB, unless you're saying like wait QB till the end.
Well, you could wait. I think it's definitely good to have a QB by the time the draft is over. Let's see. I know I just talked about Mitchell. I still think I like Brown better. I might have gone Palmer, but he just got taken. QJ still on the board? No, I'm just kidding. All right. De'Ami Brown it is.
Did you say De'Ami Brown?
Yes, I actually did. He's going to be a starter. He's a starting wide Z because Hunter I think will play mostly in the slot. We'll move him around, but you got BTJ, you got Hunter, you got Brown on the other side.
I don't have any Brown. Maybe I'll regret it.
I'll admit he's definitely one of those better in best ball players, but I hope I never have to start him in this league.
So Tolu saying, yeah, Miguel did not draft the quarterback. I guess he's just going to wait. I mean, that's not a bad strategy when you're drafting this far out from the season sometimes. Like, I'll tell you this. If you're drafting a league with kicker and defense and you're drafting this far out from the season, please don't draft the kicker and defense yet. Draft a couple of handcuff running backs. You don't know. What if tomorrow – I mean, look, we just saw Rashawn Slater go down today. What if tomorrow, who go like Bijan. Well, Bijan Robinson goes down. Please no. Tyler Algier is now like a must draft. You know what I mean?
Right.
So might as well just draft those guys now if you play in a kicker and defense league. Oh wait, we still have one more round, huh?
Yeah, he is. He's probably just waiting until now to take his quarterback. We do have one more round.
Oh, he's still got one more round. I thought we were in the last round.
No, round 13. So all right. And you know what? You don't have to have one of the top best quarterback. Caleb Williams is still there. Wow, nobody wants Caleb Williams. Man, I should have waited till the last round. I could have just done that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Drake May, people are big on. I'm not as high on him because I just think that offense will be boring, but he is fine to start. Penix, again, doesn't have that high ceiling because he doesn't run, but I think he'll be fine. Goff, he'll be feast or famine, but you can get by with these guys as your starting quarterbacks. All right, so we do have one more round. And then we'll show off the rest of the features here that we discussed earlier. Got one more pick, and so do you. I need, I'm going to let the live draft pilot dictate my last pick.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson hurt already. But, I mean, a dislocated pinky, like how much time is he really expected to miss from that? Is it on his throwing hand or his non-throwing hand? His throwing hand.
Who has a pinky dislocated?
Anthony Richardson.
Oh. Well, maybe that'll make him more accurate.
Was it on his left hand or his right hand? Let's see. Do we see? Who's watching it?
If it's his throwing hands, you know what? Maybe that'll somehow make him more accurate. Can't
so
be
worse.
It
was his throwing hand. But, I mean, yeah, you kind of need it. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, dislocated pinky, they would have popped it back in, would have gone back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even joking, not even hyperbole. They would have just popped it back in, he would have gone back out there.
Oh, really? Mid-game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the pinky, I mean, I'm not a quarterback, but I think the pinky's kind of important.
Yeah. It probably hurts.
Yeah, Ronnie Lott sliced his finger. Who was it? It was Jack Tatum played with a broken fibula in the Super Bowl. Was he an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman? I can't remember. He played with a broken fibula. How? They didn't have like the medicine we got now. This guy played with a broken freaking leg. Super Bowl.
Yeah, things that will never happen ever again. That's up there.
No. All right, so this is just running back. Yes, I think I do need running back. I think Taj Brooks probably going to be my choice here. Woody Marks is certainly interesting with the mixing stuff. Monangai might be the 2 behind Swift. I'll go Taj Brooks. Yeah, I think you're right, Jay. Players, it's like when you got like a beat up car, and the rim falls off, you're like, whatever, just keep driving, right? But you got a Ferrari and the rim, you're like, no.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. I don't know. In this scenario, is Anthony Richardson the Ferrari? I guess.
Well, yeah, because it's not that I don't mean that in the way of like players back then aren't as good or whatever, but they're paying these players so much money,
right?
Yeah. That it's like these players are like investments now, right? For these guys, it's like we can't afford to like,
Yeah, no.
Back then it was just like, yeah, whatever. If he dies, he dies.
Exactly. That's still one of the best lines ever. Yes, exactly. And yeah, back then they were like, all right, thanks for playing. We'll mail you a check in 2 weeks. It's like it's not
Right.
the same.
All right, Miguel, last pick, needs a QB. A lot of good QBs, although Caleb Williams did get picked apparently.
Now I want him not to take a quarterback just so he can go 0 QB, but we'll see.
0 QB. Yeah, the Browns are horrible at investing research.
The Browns
are horrible.
I think we can agree they're pretty terrible at everything.
Yeah. Traded away 3 straight first-round picks and gave Deshaun Watson a huge guaranteed contract. Drafted Quinshon Judkins, who honestly might not even sign his contract this year. Might not even sign this year.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel really keeping us in suspense here on his last pick. All right, well, I don't know who he took, but the draft ended.
There we go. So that was, as it says there, the inaugural in-game YouTube draft. All right. So now the draft is done. Let me show you. This is what it's going to look like when you got your league here. It's blank because I haven't set my lineup. It's not going to just do it for you. Best ball. Remember, we got best ball. You don't have to worry about that. In this case, you do have to worry about that. So let's set our lineups ahead of time. This is going to be a real league we're going to play. So quarterback, I got one choice. You do have to do it this way. You're going to click on the position at RB. These are my choices. And just to show you, you guys are going to mess with this right now if you're doing it. If you go down here, like, okay, I'm a RJ Harvey, week 1. If you click on him, it's going to say, hey, go pick a position. It doesn't know where you want to put him. So you do it this way. Click the position and then select the player. Let's go boring. Go B-Rob. All right. So everybody who's in here, you guys set your lineups, and then we'll show you what is next. All right. DK Metcalf. Why did I draft DK Metcalf? Maybe I should just put De'Ami Brown as my starting receiver. All right.
I feel bad for whoever has to play me this week. Who has to play me week 1? 3 times G. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry I have to do this to you. You guys let me draft a monster. It is what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll look at that. We'll check it out when we go to the matchup. All right. So now everyone got their lineup set. So if you do your league or whatever league you join, again, check out the scrolling ticker on the bottom. Also in the description, got all the links. You want to join a league here in Draft Lane, draft like we just did, get a team in one of these leagues that's different from every other platform. Got things that nobody else has. Go to draftlane.com/play and you'll see the list. All right. Just pick a league. You can pick multiple leagues, join and draft. So once your draft is done, this is your roster. Thankfully, nobody in IR yet. So here's the stuff that we talked about at the very beginning and the stuff you won't see anywhere else. All right. So it's telling me my fab, my ads, and trades and all that. We're not doing trades, by the way, in our public leagues that I just mentioned. Here are the bonus features. What do we want to start with first?
I think you got to go boost player because you can't really do buzz protection or swap right now because those are in-game things. So again, guys, this is what's gonna make it so exciting this year. I mean, imagine you're sitting down Sunday morning and your RB2 gets hurt, or it's like the first quarter and whoever, like Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, and normally you're like, well, my week's over. Right? My week's over. I'm getting the 0. It's Sunday morning. My Sunday's ruined. It's done. Not anymore. Now you go into your lineup, you click the buzz protection, you pick Jonathan Taylor, and it'll show you the players. You can, obviously, since he's a running back, you can only pick running backs. Obviously, he's not going to work right now. You swap him with a running back who either is also in the first quarter or hasn't played. Same with swap player. Maybe you started somebody like you started DK Metcalf, even though you're like, man, I really want to start De'Ami Brown. And in the first quarter, DK Metcalf doesn't have a catch by De'Ami Brown already scored a touchdown. Okay, you go swap him. There, you fixed it. Your Sunday isn't ruined. You're still there, loving it, having fun, enjoying football. So we can't show you those right now, but that's how they work. But we can show them boost. That's a good one.
Yeah, so we can show it's there, but it's not going to work because, again, this is a guy who gets injured early in the game. This isn't, there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I'm not happy with this guy. No, bust protection is because they got hurt and they have an actual injury designation. And so that's what this is for. And so you can do that. But that's what the swap is. The swap is, again, and you can change the settings here, right? This is quarter one, but you can change it, right? Quarter two, quarter three, I think.
You can go all the way to, you can go quarter four. Like you could literally be like, it's a fourth quarter and the guy you started has 5 points and the guy on your bench you wanted to start has 20. You can swap them. Of course, that's up to your league.
Right. So Kamish has power there. So yeah, you like, you know what, this guy's not cutting it, or I just don't feel good, or this game's getting out of hand. You know, they're down 21-0. My running back's not going to do anything. They're going to put in the third down back. They're going to pass. You swap them out. All right. So we're not doing that because the games haven't started. So here we go. You do this right here, right now. Boost the player.
Yep. So who do you think is going to go off for your fantasy team? You can boost them. Again, the percentage. So it says up there. So we set it to 50%. So if they score 20 points, they're going to end up contributing 30 points to your team. And again, if you want to do your own leagues on here, you want to have your own leagues with your friends or whatever, you can set that percentage. So I already boosted Devon Achane against the Colts. He's going to score 40 and give you 60.
Well, I'm not thinking this. We did a real draft. I mean, we were just going to show it off and do a mock. This is for real now. So now I got to think about this. I think
you got plenty of time. The season's still a few weeks away. You could always change it.
I guess I only have a month to worry about it. I got to pick somebody now so I don't forget. QB, not allowed. You can't boost a QB because that's a little unfair. We wanted to keep it balanced, right? We wanted to do things, again, common sense. Just makes sense, right? If you have Lamar Jackson and, you know, he's facing like the Saints or something, right, that might be a little too much. It might be unfair. So you can pick any other position. And the good thing is you can change it up until before the game. You're like, okay, I'm going to go DK Metcalf. And I'm like, wait a minute, what have I done? Let me change it. And just to clarify also, what if I pick, let's say, who am I going to pick? Oh, doesn't Mike Evans always toast the Falcons, or is the opposite? He doesn't do well against the Falcons. Okay, so going to go CeeDee Lamb. What if I pick CeeDee Lamb and he gets hurt in the first quarter? Is my Sunday over?
No, you can still use bust protection on him. Now you'll lose your boost. You lose the boost, unfortunately. But you can at least swap them out. Right.
You can swap them out. You can't change the boost once the game is started because that wouldn't make sense either. Like, hey, this guy just scored a 80-yard touchdown. I want to boost him instead. No, that's not fair.
That's not
but
fair.
Just because you boosted a guy, you can still do the swap and the bust protection.
Yes.
You know
and
what?
Yes, Carl, all these features every week.
I'm actually
wow, you're really okay. Try it again.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, and again, guys, it's not. There are some kinks, so if you get the error, try it again. It should work the second time.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's boost.
So now scroll up. So you'll see. So if you scroll up, you'll see Jonathan Taylor boosted, and then you click on the football, which is the match. Then you'll see, you'll see who your opponent boosted with their little arrow thing there. We'll show you who your opponent boosted if they've boosted anyone.
Right.
And yeah, to answer your question, Carl, yes, you can use all these features every single week of the season. This is available to you. We're trying to bring something new and fun and unique to fantasy, but not just unique for the sake of being. We literally sat there and we talked. The three of us were like, what is stuff about fantasy football is like frustrating that we don't like or that we hear other people complain about? And obviously injuries is a huge one, right? Because again, like Christian McCaffrey gets hurt on the first series, you might as well just stop watching football for the day because your week's over, right? Now you can go try to save it. Same if you started the wrong guy. Like, is there anything worse than torn between like two wide receivers, starting one of them, and then the guy you started does nothing and the guy you bench goes off and you lose your matchup? It's frustrating, right? And it's not, you know what I mean? So we were trying to think of stuff like that again. as fantasy players, what would we like? And then this was the stuff that our developers suggested that we really like, the NFL picks and the league picks. Because, hey, now we're, let's test your knowledge. How good are you at picking the games, right? And if you pick, you can pick all the games for the week, and you see every time you pick the right game, you get 0.5 points will be added to your weekly score, and every time you lose, you'll lose 0.5 picks. So, look, this could be the difference, right? You get a bunch of picks right, and you get yourself an extra 5 points. Those close matchups, it could swing it right here. So again, now are you not just rooting for players? You might be for teams. You might be like, if you're in a close matchup and it's Monday Night Football, you might be like, I need this team to win to give me that 0.5 points. So just other ways to enjoy football, enjoy fantasy, beyond the standard stuff. Yeah, you don't have to pick every game right now.
Yeah. And now just to show you, it's super simple.
And you don't have to pick every game either. You can pick as many or as few as you want.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can go and I can say Carolina, Jackson. I don't know. Like I could go either way. And keep in mind, as it says here, you get it right, half a point. If you get it wrong, it takes away half a point. If I don't want to mess with it, okay, I'm just going to skip it. And if I decide, I'm going to go with the home team and then like, wait a minute, I forgot that's the Saints. I'm going to just pick it off or just don't pick it all. All right, so there you go. And then you can always save it for later. I don't have to do these all now. You can only pick
and then the real fun one. The league picks, go to league picks. So you can actually pick your matchups. And so the league, so there you see, there are all the matchups, right? There are all the matchups. And the way this actually works is you have to pick them all. You have to get them all right. So if you get them all right, you get an extra win, not an extra point, an extra win. So you could potentially go 2-0. Right, like you win your matchup and you pick all the matchups right in your league, you could potentially go 2-0 that week. Now you can have a penalty where if you get one matchup wrong, you get a loss. We don't have that in here, but it is an option if you want it to. But we have it where right now you pick the matchups for all the games in your league. If you get them all right, you get an extra win for the week. So look, maybe it's week 14, you're fighting for that last playoff spot. Take a chance. Go try to get them all right. Get that extra. Maybe that's the difference to you in.
Exactly. Just like with everything here, it's optional. It's your choice. You want to do it, go for it. If you don't, you don't. And if you want to make it a penalty, the commissioner before the season or not, that's up to you. This I'll do later so you don't see my league picks because we're doing it for real now. Okay, so NFL picks. You can pick the games as many as you want. You don't want to bother doing it, you don't have to. The league picks, same thing. You can boost a player every single week. There's also a limit, if I remember. We can even, if you want, before the season starts, the commissioner, you can even set a limit on how many boosts you get per season. Right. You don't have to have it every week. You can have it like 5 times a season. You can have it, only a couple of times. That's another option you have. It's whatever you want to do with it. Bust and swap. All right.
And of course, still have everything, still have head-to-head matchups, still have standings, still have waivers. Like if you go to players, like there's the standings, obviously everybody's 0-0. If you go to the right there, the players, you'll see all the players. Still have, waiver wire. Obviously right now, everybody's going to be 0% roster because we only have one league. But as leagues draft, this will populate with rostership percentage, so you can sort by that trending, which I didn't even know he added. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but that's pretty awesome. Everything just like a regular fantasy league, just with those extra features.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Insert your player. Let's see where's Christian Watson now? There, he's still there, nice and safe on the waiver wire. All right,
still out there if you want him.
I love that just random player pool because there's starting at 0 that somehow Izzy made it to the top. Just to say hi. He's just saying hi to us. There you go. I mean, I think we've covered it all. Thank you guys for checking that out. So now I think there's only one thing left to do. Join Draft Lane. Go and get in some of these leagues, and you want to create your own league on there, go for it. get your friends, try it out. Even if we're not saying to ditch whatever platform you've been playing on for years, we're not saying this is the only place, you know, that you need to play. Start a new league here. Try your same league. Try the same settings, the same everything, same, and add these features and see, compare it to the other platform you're playing on and see which one you enjoy better, right? Which one is more fun? The one with the boost or the one without? The one where you can swap, the one that you can't, right? Try it. Put your exact same league. Everybody try it on Draft Lane, right? See what it's like. So, and of course, join some of these free leagues and try them out. So go to draftlane.com/play. You got the link right there, and check out all the options. You can join more than one league. They are all free to join. Of course, if you do sign up for a league, make sure you try to actually show up. Let's be active. Try it out. Have some fun. And I think this is going to be. I know it's a good app because the ones who built it and helped create it, along with Ali, he actually built it. We just kind of had said, "Hey, this would be cool." He's like, "All right, got it." We know it's going to be fun. We want you guys to join in with us. So check it out right now. Draft Lane is the app. Make sure you download it from the App Store or Play Store, the latest version. Create your accounts, and let's start playing.